Hey everyone! So I've seen a lot of these videos on YouTube, and I know personally I love watching them, and it seems like a lot of other people do as well. So I do not own a lot of eyeshadow palettes because I'm a beginner and I'm a stay-at-home mom. But I thought, why not? Why not go ahead and throw this out there and do it just for fun? So I'm going to show off all my eyeshadow palettes that I have at the moment. So first we're going to start off with this shelf, which is my Glam Lite shelf. I own 3 palettes by them. The first one is the Viva Taco palette. And so far I am absolutely loving Glam Lite's formula and just their products in general. The creativity behind it and her story alone is extremely inspiring. So if you haven't heard of them, definitely check them out. They usually have a lot of sales coupons going around. So definitely give them a look. This is the colors. And the payoff is amazing. If you look on my Instagram, I have a lot of videos up there of me using this palette. Not videos, but a lot of pictures of me using these palettes so you can see the quality for yourself. The next one from Glam Lite is the Burger palette. And like I said, I love the creativity. It comes in this little burger, little sleeve, like when you order burgers. It's very mushy, but the back is. So open it up. This one still has the plastic on it, even though I've used it. And there is the color story. Like I said, the detail that she puts into these is just stunning. The names all have to do with stuff that you get on burgers. I think the funniest part, though, is on the back of each and every one of these, it says, warning, do not eat. I laughed really hard whenever I saw that, but realistically, that warning is very reasonable because I know someone somewheres out there is crazy enough to think, hey, it's a food palette. I'm going to try to eat it and see if it tastes good. Alright, the next and last one that I have from Glam Lite is the pizza palette. And it actually comes like a little pizza box, so that is the cutest. It has all the toppings checked off, like a regular pizza would, with the shade names of the shades in here. And you open it up. And again, the detailing is just so neat. And it says 18 delicious toppings. Here is the shades. As you can see, I've used this a couple times. So far, I have to say I've had the best look out of the burger palette. That was one of my favorite looks that I've created to this day. But I have not got to try the taco yet, so definitely excited to try those. Alright, so next up is my Jeffree Star shelf. And I have one palette up there that is not Jeffree Star. It is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. I really enjoy this palette, especially these shimmers. This is what I have on my eyes right now. And I know it may not be perfect, but it's also been worn for like 10 hours. So that tells you how long it stays and the quality. It's really good. Just personally, the mattes are a little harder to work with for me personally. And the color story, I have a little bit of a hard time creating the look that I want. I think it's because of those reds. Alright, and now on to Jeffree Star. So the first one by Jeffree Star is the Beauty Killer palette. My best friend bought me this one, and I have not got to play with it yet. So I'm very excited to test this out very soon. So be on the lookout for that video. The next one is the Alien palette. This one is no longer sold. It is discontinued, which is just shocking to me because I love this palette. I love the theme. I mean, just look at that. I love the design. I love everything. And here is the color story. Next, I have the Conspiracy palette. Now this one, whenever it launched, it was the biggest launch that they've ever had. It basically broke the internet. I did not get it then. My best friend actually just bought me this one as well. She spoils me. And just look at those colors. Now I have played in hers a couple times, so I know that the quality is amazing for the Conspiracy palette. And if you haven't, go watch the series, as it'll just make you want the palette even more. Alright, the next one that I have from Jeffree Star is the Blue Blood palette. Now, I love the creativity that Jeffree Star puts into his palettes. Like, I love these little cases right here. This one I don't reach for as much, only because I have a little bit of a harder time finding inspiration for the blues, but it doesn't say anything about the quality because it is amazing, and every time I've used it, I have created some fabulous looks. It's just blue for me is a little bit of a harder color to create a look with. And the last one that I have by Jeffree Star is the Bloodlust palette. Now, this one is his most recent release, and I was so excited. Look at this. I mean, crushed velvet. It's so soft. The latch right here isn't just for looks. It actually has something that it connects to keep it closed. And just look at that color story. Now, some people were very disappointed, saying it wasn't as purple as they wanted. But me personally, I do see a lot of purple in there. And the color story is amazing. The quality is amazing. So I do love this palette. Alright, you guys, I lied. I did miss one palette by Jeffree Star that I have. And this is the Mini Breaker. They actually have the larger palette called the Jawbreaker. And I have yet to get that one. But it is definitely on my list because it is just stunning. So the first one that I have in there is the Morphe 39L Hit the Lights palette. This palette right here, I think it was a collaboration with 4 different people. The color story is amazing. The payoff is amazing. The quality is really good. And I love this palette because it's so many different options without having to go through multiple palettes to get whatever look that you're wanting to create. You can create a lot of different looks just with this palette alone, and I love that. The next one is from BH Cosmetics. It is the Color Festival palette. And the next one is the Take Me to Brazil palette, also by BH Cosmetics. Now, I have found personally, I don't know if it's the smaller pans or if it's just the quality just quite isn't as good as the Color Festival, but I do enjoy the Color Festival a little bit more than I do with the Take Me Back to Brazil. Then I have the Galaxy Chick by BH Cosmetics. And this was my second palette ever by BH Cosmetics, and I was so excited to get it. But I found it's a lot harder to work with than I was expecting. You really have to build it up and wet your brushes to get the color that you're expecting. Let me swatch this color for you. And let me swatch this color. Again, it's not bad quality. It's just because they are baked eyeshadows, I've found that you have to work a little bit harder to get the color to stay down the color that you want. And the last one that I have by BH Cosmetics is the Zodiac palette. I absolutely love this palette. This was my first ever palette by them, and my best friend got it for me when she first got me addicted to makeup. This is great for beginners. It has so many different color options. It has really good quality, especially for a beginner who is just learning makeup. So, I definitely recommend you get one of their Zodiac palettes to try out if you're looking for a cheap eyeshadow palette to get started with. Alright, and next I have the Colorpop Smoke Show. This is actually the only one I own by Colorpop, sadly. I really want more by them, but just have not been able to afford to get more. This is actually now called Blowin' Smoke because they had an issue with the name. So it's now called Blowin' Smoke. Now, as you can tell by my name, more than likely, I am really into the dark looks, believe it or not. So this palette is one of my absolute favorite palettes. The next I have is the Bellamy Head in the Clouds color palette. Now, this one, I really love this palette, but it is very, very high end. Like, I want to say it was like $68, give or take. It was pretty up there. It is a very natural palette, and this is a bronzer, highlighter, and blush. So it is very neutral. Sorry, you can see how I'm giddily recording this. This is very neutral, but very easy to work with, and the quality is really, really good. So I love this one for just an everyday go-to look. So it is, and it makes it so much easier for me personally that it's all the bronzer, highlighter, and blush are all right there, so I can just get it on, get it done, and be done. The next one that I have is by Pure Cosmetics. This is the Midnight Masquerade. I received this one from Boxy last month, as you've probably seen, and I actually did a tutorial video. So if you want to know how this palette works, go check it out. I'll leave the link in the description box below. And the last palette that I own is from Zoeva. It's the Zoeva Carmel Melange palette. And I also got this one in Boxy last month and also did a tutorial on YouTube last month, so be sure to check that out. Alright, I actually lied because I do have two more. Now, this one is the Marvelous Mauves by Dose of Colors. I have yet to try this one. I don't know why, but this one I am going to actually be trying very, very soon. And the last one, all honesty, I got it off AliExpress for like $3. But the quality was amazing. Let me swatch a couple colors to show you. Like, I was absolutely stunned. Get that shimmer right there. Put them right here. There's the shimmer. Now, of course, you know, this isn't going to be the best quality because it was $3. But for the price, I was absolutely stunned. I got it to try it out just because I thought the colors were really pretty. And I've heard a lot of good about Beauty Glaze. So I went ahead and got this one. You do want to be careful ordering off there because I know there's a lot of dupes, and not just dupes, but a lot of fakes out there. And you got to be careful with the fakes because of what is used in them. But this one was actually really good quality. I had no reactions, nothing like that. So this one is one that I have actually decided to keep. But you can also get it on other places other than AliExpress. Let me know if you want to see an AliExpress haul because I love shopping on AliExpress. Just let me know what you want to see on this channel because I've showed you all my palettes. So if there is any specific palette you want to see a tutorial on, or you want to see used, or just any video ideas in general that you want to see, be sure to let me know down in the description box below. Now, again, I'm not rich. I don't own hundreds and hundreds of palettes like some of these people. And I dream to own that one day, and maybe I will. But this is just my small collection that I have and absolutely love. So, again, let me know what you want to see in the future down in the description box below. Let me know if there's any specific palettes that you want to see me use. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.